We are going to take a few minutes to discuss troubleshooting Access databases, specifically on backing up an Access database and maintaining it. But before we get into the actual demo, I want to talk to you about backups. I know you've heard it all before, but I do want to emphasize it once again. Think of this as a quick refresher. I know it's not something we like to think about, but things can happen from fires or floods to an accidental deletion of your files. This can throw your company into chaos, and if not your company, it can make your afternoon really miserable. Therefore, your first line of defense is to protect yourself by doing a backup. Now that you know why you need a backup, you may be wondering how often you should be backing up your Access databases. Here is Microsoft's guideline if your database is an archived database and rarely changes. Then you should only back it up when any changes. If it's an active and used database, you'll want to back this up on a regular schedule. And finally, if your database is used by multiple people, you'll want to back it up after every change. Here's my real-world rule of thumb. Basically, how much data can you afford to lose? Is it a week, a day, or even hours? Please take the time to come up and implement a backup plan not only for your Access databases, but for the rest of your data as well. Let's pop into Access, and I'm going to show you how we back up our Access databases as well as maintain them. We just discussed the importance of backups. Let's go ahead and back up this Access database. And this is really easy too, and no reason why you should not be doing this. If you're using Access, you pop into File, select Save As, and Backup Database. Select Save As once again, and then you'll want to save this database to a different location. For our purposes, I'm just going to pop it onto the desktop, and I'm going to leave the file name the same. That's it. My database is now backed up. Let's go ahead and restore that database. I'm going to close the current contact management database and pop onto my desktop. Here you will see that Access database backup. All you need to do is select it, and that's it. You're now back up and running. And finally, I'd like to discuss database maintenance. The larger a database becomes, you may notice that the performance decreases, or your database may also become damaged or corrupted if you experience either of these issues using the Compact and Repair tool. Should be used not only to prevent these issues, but it will also fix them. If Access detects corruption or damage on its own, it will automatically launch the Compact and Repair tool for you. But we can also do it manually, and let's go ahead and do that. Select File, Info, Compact and Repair. That's it. It's done. Now this is a very small 3-record database. That's why it was so quick. A larger Access database will take time. For more tips, tricks, and troubleshooting techniques, please refer to the Access Help Center.